Good morning. It is Wednesday, December 28th, 2022, 10:06 a.m., 43 degrees Fahrenheit. A little cloudy here in New Mexico. It's welcome. It's always sunny in New Mexico, and the sun, I get tired of it sometimes. So, anyways, I wanted to make a video about a couple things that I'm thinking about. A good friend of mine from high school who lived in Texas was visiting here in New Mexico and gave me a call, and he's like, hey, I'm here in town. Do you want to go to Frontier, grab a Frontier burrito? So we did. We went, well, we didn't go to Frontier. We went to the Golden Pride on Central and Eubank, which I was a little bit hesitant to go to because it's on Central and Eubank. Doesn't have the best reputation for safety, I guess you could say. Maybe it just has a bad rap, but either way, I digress. It was fun. We went over there to the Golden Pride, which, by the way, I will say, they gave a little bit of the Frontier vibes. Has like old Western sort of paintings and some of the same sculptures. Even has the same soda machines as the Frontier restaurant on Central and what is that? Yale? Might be Yale. Right across the street from the UNM bookstore. The probably most famous restaurant in Albuquerque, Frontier. But anyways, we ate there. I got a Frontier burrito, got a Coke Zero, and we just talked. Good friend of mine for, I don't know, I've known him for over 20 years. 25 years? Something like that. Yeah. It's incredible. I've known this guy most of my life, and more than half my life, and I'm getting up there in age, I guess you could say. Consider myself young still, but either way, it was good. Chatted about high school, chatted about marching band, people in school, people in the band, friends we had. He reminded me of a lot of different things. This friend of mine, he has a good memory for different details that a lot of people don't really consider to be worth remembering. But that's why me and him connected, I think. Like, we just have an interest in these different details that I think a lot of people don't really care too much about. One of those details we were talking about was Checkers Auto Parts. Like, totally left by memory. But we were sitting down having dinner, and he's like, yeah, this used to be right next door to Checkers Auto Parts. Like, the building next door is Checkers Auto Parts. It's now an AutoZone. But I'm like, Checkers Auto Parts, what is that? So I Googled it, took a look at the picture, and I'm like, yeah, I remember Checkers Auto Parts now, but it hasn't been a thing for, I want to say, over 10 years, maybe longer. Which is really interesting. But yeah, it was a good time hanging out with my friend from a long time ago. I haven't seen him. I've known him for 25 years or maybe, but I hadn't seen him in like 20 years. But it was good catching up. But one of those things that I wanted to mention was just the ability to kind of catch up with people like that, and then also how music can kind of bring you back to a time. We were driving back after dinner, and we were talking about how we used to just like rock out to all these different bands, Deftones, MXPX, and then one of those bands we used to really love was Weezer. We listened to Weezer and Pinkerton like on repeat. And we would sing, both of us would sing every word at the top of our lungs, driving in my 1994 Toyota pickup 4x4, kind of in the CNM, UNM area. And Daniel's a drummer. Well, that's his name, Daniel. He's a drummer. So he would, play the drum beats, do the air drums, and we would sing top of our lungs. And it was just a really, really fun memory. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna put on some Weezer Blue. Just check this out. So I threw it on, and starts off with "My name is Jonas," and it just kind of brought us back to high school days, and it was just a really fun memory to think about. But yeah, it was great. I'm kind of a sentimental person. I like to document. I like to, obviously, making YouTube videos. I like to document. I like to remember. For me, I guess, when I document, there's those things that leave my memory, but I can go back and check it out. I found this cool feature on Twitter. So I've been on Twitter for like, I don't know, since 2009. But I found this cool search feature. I guess it's not super well known, but you can just kind of Google it. It's easy. So you can search specific date ranges. So I went back all the way to 2009 to see what I was thinking about, what I was doing. Kind of interesting thing to look back at. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. Friendships, music, documenting, looking back. It's all great. So we'll see where this video is in 10 years or 15 years or whatever. Kind of fun. All right, that's all I got.